The U.S.-China relationship is rife with differences, but there is one thing their leaders agree on. The two sides need to continue talking.
Our responsibility as leaders of China and the United States is to ensure that the competition between our countries does not veer into conflict, whether intended or unintended. Just simple, straightforward competition.
China and the U.S. need to increase communication and cooperation, each run their domestic affairs well, and at the same time, shoulder their share of international responsibilities.
While the tone of the Monday virtual meeting between President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping was cordial, analysts say it does not change the fundamentally contentious nature of the relationship.
But like a married couple going to therapy, in which neither is really trying to fix or change the marriage, but each instead is trying to convince the counselor to take his or her side and to gang up against the other.
The most sensitive issue in this troubled relationship is Taiwan. Biden said the U.S. remains committed to the One China policy, but strongly opposes unilateral efforts to change the status quo of the island that is now a separate governing entity from mainland China. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan.
Ensuring peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait, having clear communication, avoiding miscommunication is going to be an important and intensive aspect of work between our militaries, between our national security councils, and between our diplomats.
Following the summit, China's foreign ministry warned Taiwan secessionists not to provoke Beijing.
On issues concerning China's sovereignty and territorial integrity, China does not have any room for compromise.
Biden and Xi agreed to establish a strategic stability dialogue on other sensitive issues, such as military capability, nuclear arms control, and cybersecurity. Both sides have an interest in keeping the relationship stable. The U.S. will hold midterm elections in 2022, while Xi and the Chinese Communist Party also have important events ahead.
Which he wants domestic stability, he wants a relatively stable international environment to make sure that the Olympics goes well, as well as the 20-party Congress goes well.
China is expected to continue its military activities in the Western Pacific, which Washington views as provocation, while Beijing will be bracing for the upcoming Summit for Democracy hosted by Biden in December.
That is not only about China, of course, it's also about growing authoritarianism in Europe, but it will be experienced by China as a thorn in its side. And the Biden administration will also be announcing soon its new Indo-Pacific strategy, which will be China-centric, and it will be completing its review of China policies.
Possible areas of cooperation between U.S. and China, working together to reduce emissions and tackle the climate crisis, and to end the global COVID-19 pandemic sooner. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News.